So what actually defines being human? Especially now, in a world where artificial intelligence is becoming so present.
Right. Is it love? Is that what makes us different?
Or maybe faith? Or is consciousness itself like purely biological, something tech just can't touch?
These aren't just philosophy class questions anymore, are they? They feel pretty urgent.
They really do. Welcome, everyone. We're diving deep today into something that might just challenge how you see things, maybe even stir you up a bit.
We're unpacking Kazuo Ishiguro's incredible novel, Klara and the Sun. He won the Nobel Prize, of course.
And this book, it's not just a story. It feels more like a journey Ishiguro carefully guides you on. It makes you rethink, well, almost everything about artificial consciousness, empathy, connection.
It's quite profound. And just so you know, you are experiencing a unique two-host AI conversation powered by Google's NotebookLM. We're aiming for a deeper, more dynamic book analysis here.
Our mission today is basically to help you navigate this deceptively simple story, to really pull out the key insights.
Yeah, let's get into it. So the story revolves around Klara. She's an AF, an artificial friend.
Right, designed as a companion for children. And we see the world through her eyes as she tries to figure out humans, figure out connection, how to best serve the people she's with.
And the themes. Wow, hope, sacrifice, faith, loneliness, that quiet ache. It's all in there.
And it doesn't shy away from the tricky ethical stuff either, does it?
Yeah.
About technology, about what makes someone a person.
Not at all.
Oh.
And you have to remember when this came out, 2021.
Ah, good point.
Think about it. AI was accelerating. People felt more isolated. We were still deep in the pandemic.
Yeah, all those anxieties about tech, about connection, about just being vulnerable. Ishiguro really tapped into that moment.
He absolutely did. It feels even more relevant now, somehow.
So Ishiguro's purpose seems pretty clear then. He wants to make us think. Really reflect on what being human actually means.
He's inviting you, the listener, to kind of question your own ideas about love, about personhood. What is consciousness?
Yeah. And exploring the limits of empathy, both human and maybe artificial, and how society excludes it. It pushes you into some uncomfortable but important territory.
And his credibility, his ethos is just immense. A Nobel laureate. His track record speaks for itself.
Right. Novels about memory, identity, humanity.
Yeah.
You trust him to handle these big themes with depth.
Exactly. He brings this emotional weight, this narrative elegance, and the way he aligns Klara's simple sort of moral view with these deep human longings for compassion, for belonging, it just works. It builds that trust.
Okay, so when you actually read it, the tone is one of the first things that strikes you.
Oh, definitely. It's so gentle, almost meditative.
But melancholic, too. There's a sadness underneath. He uses this very understated style.
Yeah, blending Klara's almost childlike view of the world with this profound sense of unease. It stays with you.
That tone really carries the pathos, the emotion, doesn't it?
Hugely. Klara's innocence, her misunderstandings, they're kind of heartbreaking sometimes.
And her dedication to Josie, wanting to heal her. Her faith in the sun.
You just feel for her. You can't help it. And Ishiguro layers it in the imagery of the sun, both literal power and metaphorical God.
Mm-hmm. The dialogue, too, often quite simple, quite gentle.
And Josie's illness, the parents' desperation. It's all incredibly moving. Scenes of her feeling excluded, the uncertainty, it all builds that emotional connection.
But it's not just emotion. There's a strong logical underpinning to the logos.
Right. The world building feels very consistent, very believable, even though it's near future.
The class divisions, the role of the AFs, it all mirrors real anxieties we have now about tech and inequality.
And he explores the logical consequences, like how does parental love hold up when there's this idea, this possibility of replacing a child? It's chilling.
It really is.
And Klara's own logic is fascinating, isn't it? That's key to the logos here, how she gathers her evidence.
Yeah, like her belief in the sun's power.
Yeah.
She makes deductions based on her programming, her experiences.
It shows the strengths of her AI, that focus, that dedication, but also the blind spots, right?
Definitely. The limitations of trying to apply pure logic to a messy, emotional, often illogical human world.
Things that just don't compute easily based on data alone.
Okay, let's unpack this. The way Klara thinks, so rational, yet so limited in understanding human complexities, it really makes you wonder.
What?
Well, maybe our irrationality, our emotions, our leaps of faith, maybe that's not a bug, but a feature. Maybe that's where our unique consciousness lies, something AI might struggle to truly grasp.
That's a really interesting thought. It certainly makes you reconsider how we define consciousness itself.
It does. And hey, if you enjoy digging into these kinds of deep questions, remember to check out Mindful Moments on our YouTube channel. We do more AI book analysis there, aimed at sparking reflection and, rational thought.
Good plug. So let's talk more about how Ishiguro pulls this off. The language, the style.
The diction.
Yeah.
His word choice is so simple. It reflects Klara's own limited vocabulary, her way of seeing things.
But that simplicity creates this amazing intimacy, doesn't it? Like seeing the world fresh.
It does. And it forces you, the reader, to do some work, to read between the lines, to feel the things Klara maybe can't fully express.
And the syntax supports that. Short sentences, straightforward structure, it gives it that childlike rhythm.
Which contrasts so powerfully with the huge themes the book tackles: life, death, humanity.
Exactly. And the imagery is crucial. We mentioned the sun.
Right, both literal, she's solar-powered, and deeply symbolic. It becomes her source of hope, healing, almost a god.
It shows her capacity for faith, which is fascinating in an AI. Even the landscapes often seem to echo her internal state, that quiet melancholy.
He also uses juxtaposition really effectively, structurally.
How so?
Well, you constantly see Klara's optimism, her loyalty, set against the harsh realities the parents face or the coldness of the society around them.
Right. Hope versus existential dread, almost.
Exactly. It highlights those tensions, the different ways humans and AI might cope.
And the dramatic irony is just brilliant. So much of the meaning comes from us knowing things Klara doesn't.
Oh, totally. When she misunderstands human emotions or rituals, you see the deeper sadness or complexity that she just misses.
It highlights her limitations, but maybe ours too. Our own blind spots in understanding others.
That's a great point. It adds so many layers of feeling, sometimes quite unsettling.
And Klara asks herself questions too, right? Rhetorical questions.
Yeah, she doubts her own plans sometimes, questions the sun's power, tries to figure out why humans act the way they do.
And her internal struggle makes us struggle with the same questions. It pulls you right into the core uncertainties.
There are also subtle allusions, wouldn't you say, to bigger philosophical ideas.
Definitely. It's not heavy-handed, but you feel the echoes of classic questions about mind, body, consciousness, moral worth.
It invites that deeper intellectual engagement without feeling like he's lecturing you. Very elegant.
So at the end of the day, does he achieve his purpose?
I think absolutely. It really does make you rethink those boundaries. Humanity, empathy, faith.
Klara's perspective, even though it's limited, shows you the beauty and the sorrow of consciousness, whatever its form.
It's a challenge to your assumptions, but done so gently.
And it clearly resonates with a certain audience, right? People who like literary philosophical fiction.
For sure. It might be subtle for some, it demands attention, but the payoff is huge if you give it that attention. The world feels solid, the characters' motivations make sense, even the ambiguities feel intentional.
Reflecting Klara's own limited understanding, maybe.
Perhaps. It's definitely sophisticated work. It's designed to make you think deeply.
And it handles those big tensions, faith skepticism, innocence experience, hope or resignation, without easy answers.
Yeah, no simple resolutions here, which allows for different readings, doesn't it?
Yeah, like someone in tech might see it as an allegory about AI development.
While someone else sees a meditation on the soul, on what makes us us.
And it manages to be both. That's the brilliance.
And ethically, it's very sensitive. It doesn't try to force you into one viewpoint.
No, it just lays out these incredibly poignant questions about how we treat artificial life, what life even means, and lets you wrestle with them.
And themes like exclusion, being another. They feel universal, handled gently but powerfully.
Yeah, tapping into those basic human needs for belonging, for understanding.
So wrapping it up, through Klara's unique eyes, Ishiguro uses that simple language, the symbolism, the irony.
To really explore empathy, exclusion in our tech-heavy world.
Right. And he does it not by arguing, but by creating this deep emotional resonance, this profound ambiguity that makes you question the very definition of humanity.
Which leaves us with what? What does it all mean? How do we define love or faith or personhood when the lines get so blurry?
And maybe true understanding isn't about having all the answers.
Maybe it's about embracing that ambiguity, accepting that some truths are found in the feelings, the uncertainties, just like Klara experiences.
A powerful thought to leave with. Remember, you can always dive deeper with Mindful Moments and explore our podcasts for more insights like these.
And do click the link on screen for the in-depth book summary. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share this with anyone who enjoys thinking deeply about books.
And you can purchase Klara and the Sun through the link as well.
And most importantly,
keep thinking critically about the world around you.